Well, that was weird. Well, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Screw it. The live stream of the Eric Zane Show podcast is brought to you this time around by the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty. That guy right there, Henry freaking Steffes, okay? Keller Williams, Rivertown. Thank you to Henry for being part of the show. We have a realtor. That is my friend, Henry Steffes. So, okay, yeah, there you go. If you want to, hold on a second. I think we're good. Michael Ball with the crack about another on-time start. Looking good, I hope, for you. Okay, sometimes these things get weird. Okay, very good. Linda Hall checking in and saying that Henry is helping sell her house. So, yeah, that is all great. Fantastic. Thank you to the Steffes Group of Keller Williams Realty for being on board with the show. If you need more information, just get to their website by going to ericzaneshow.com and clicking on their logo, and off you go. Or just, reach out to me if you want me to do the personal invite or the personal introduction, whatever it is. I do that too. So just reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Very good. Okay, it is the 17th of September, 2020. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now. Right on time. Right on time.
And now, here's a guy who looks like something that I would draw with my left hand.
You're so ugly you can be a modern art masterpiece.
It's the Eric Zane Show podcast with your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. Here we go. This, I like to describe it as a daily show, a daily podcast, where I cover news, nonsense, and my personal adventures infused with obscenity, rants, my personal opinion, and that's it. You know, time to put your foot down and do something with your life. Powered by an amazing audience that, despite the homespun appearance, the untimeliness, the terrible punctuality, still supported by them and taking care of all of the local sponsors. No, I guess some have a national platform, I guess. The sponsors of the show and engaging them, thank you for that. Okay, a lot of stuff to get to today. First of all, today's a nutty day because my friends over at the limo company, that would be Affordable Limousine and Party Bus, reached out to me and said, "Hey, we got somebody you got to take to the airport. You want the gig?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that gig. What time is it?" "Well, you got to pick them up at 11. "Oh, okay, yeah. Well, just move some things around on the schedule. It's not like, basically how it is these days is I get done with this free podcast, take the puppy dogs for a walk, and then get ready to do the Patreon. And, that all takes a certain amount of time. Usually I get yelled at by the audience saying, "Where the hell are you? What the hell took so long, you jackass?" So, I don't know. Probably just dogs aren't going to like this. Have to sidestep the walk. But we'll get it done. And then the Patreon bonus will happen after limo work. So maybe I'll be in my my little black vest with my tie and my white shirt. Probably not. It's extremely uncomfortable. But nevertheless, that is how today is going to go. We have a ton of ground to cover on the show today. And just a lot of, oh my God, a lot of oddball nuttiness to talk about. Yikes. I have a boy, I really felt bad for this couple that decided they didn't want to wear a mask inside of the Walmart. And I'm not bullshitting you here. I actually feel bad for them. This is my current opinion about the mask thing. If you don't wear a mask into a store and then they do let you in to shop, and then you're walking around the store without a mask, or maybe you walk in with the mask and then you take it off, I don't give a shit. I'm going to avoid you. It's no big deal to me because I'm just going to stay away. That's it, you know? It's not my job. It's never been my job to, I've never told anybody that they should be wearing a mask, ever. And I don't know how people have decided that it's their job, who are also shoppers, to try to tell these people to wear a fucking mask. It's not your business. Just stay the fuck away. Then you won't get sick. What? Okay, that's it. This is how it's going to be. This couple is, and they're dumb as shit. Okay, these are your typical people of Walmart people, Florida Walmart people. They are dumb, really dumb, and they get harassed by these people who are saying that they should have a mask on. So just regular shoppers, you know. Daisy, I'm not going to take this shit today from you, okay? I love you, honey, but you can't be stomping around again. We've had nothing but bad luck with you in here the last couple of days. And, you know, I know A&D Cleaning actually paid for you to be in the room with a sponsorship of you. But, honey, you cannot be, like, running into shit. It's not like you're a ballet. It's not like you're a female ballerina. You're an English bulldog with two rebuilt back legs. Okay, I don't see you doing any Gregory Hines tap dancing. Please, just go to sleep. The dog sleeps 90% of the day. She gets in here and she wants to do plyometrics. Stop. Okay, let's just rest. Okay, it's okay, honey. I actually cut the podcast short the other day because she was driving me so cuckoo. Okay, I need to play you some audio of these folks, these anti-maskers who are getting harassed. I'm over. Would you people leave them the fuck alone? Okay, if they don't have a mask on, just fucking ignore them. Move on. Don't make it your business. Don't be an asshole. It's already miserable enough. Look at when you see these two in the video, I'll link it up. I mean, their lives are fucked, all right? You can just take one look at these two and realize it's not going well. You probably got about 4 years of life expectancy between these two, like, you know, in the future. And those are going to be rough years. Type of people that are about 27 years old, but they look like they're 62. That type of deal. Leave them alone. New York Yankees pitcher, I think I say Ardolis Chapman. Is that his name? This clip from John Boy Media. He was, this is actually about 4 or 5 days old. I was meaning to play it, and it kind of slipped through the cracks. This guy was on the mound doing his thing, and through enough clues of watching the game, and then a visit to the mound by the manager, and then a post-game press conference, the folks at John Boy Media have determined that he either nearly shit his pants or actually shit his pants on the mound. I'll play you the blow-by-blow evidence pieces that are given by these folks at John Boy Media. All right. Either this is some bona fide serial killer shit going down in Racine, Wisconsin on the shores of Lake Michigan, or weird dietary habits by somebody, or a sick prank. I'm not sure. As a Wisconsin dude finds something horrific on the beach. CNBC money goof Jim Cramer. You know this guy, this mad money idiot? This guy is such an annoying dude. He is not good at sarcasm, and he had to apologize for it to Nancy Pelosi. I've been meaning to get to this story and the story about the guy who took a dump on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. And this is always a struggle for me. I get going with these stories, but that I want to talk about, and then something else occupies my brain, eats up all the time, and then I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it later. So most of these stories may happen. Cardi B's estranged husband. Now, this is what I know about Cardi B. Entertainer, a little bit thick, not exactly attractive. She looks a little bit like kind of like like if you were to go to one of those communities like Dorr, Michigan, or Borculo, she looks like the kid who would play tight end on that team. She almost looks, I mean, not in skin color, but just the physical stature. She looks like she might be kind of like that, you know? Like she looks like the kind of woman who might stink a little. And all I know is that she's like super aggressive sexually in her music with that song WAP, which I keep wanting to say WAP when I see it, but she pronounces it WAP, which is a horrible thing to say to Italians. And I don't know much more than this, other than that she doesn't have any fucking talent in the world. Most of her music sounds like shit, but I like it. So I like shitty music is what I'm telling you. It's garbage. And she is, I just figured this out, is married to some guy named Offset. No idea. And apparently Offset cannot handle the WAP. Last night, though, damn it, we had some brain fuckery going on in the Eric Zane Show podcast household. Oh, man, I wouldn't call it an anxiety attack, but, man, tell me if you've had this happen. First of all, the video was acting a little nutty early. I want to make sure it's still there, so give me a second here. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, all right. Looks like we're still good. That is excellent. Okay. Here at the house, it was like, hey, let's go out to eat. Uncle Kevy's going to buy. Love it. Kevin wants to take us all to Brands over here in Granville, Michigan. Okay, I'm all about it. I had some things I had to do. Diana tried lowering the boom on me. You ever have that happen? I hate it when people bark out orders to me. I don't ask for much. So here at the house, I had a couple things I had to do. I had to go get my fecal card. You know what? Let me pause there. I got to go grab something. I'm going to bring it back because I got some show and tell for you. I'm going to tell you what the fecal card is. Hold the phone. Stacy, stay here. Fecal card. This is kidney related. By the way, you notice how I'm not so rickety? It's because I've been busting my ass, doing my exercises, doing my plyometrics. Got to get lean and mean. 168 this morning. Going to get all the way down to about 155. I'm going to be ripped as shit. I'm going to be laying there on the operating table in Los Angeles, and the doc's going to go, what do we got? We got an Olympic athlete here who's donated a kidney. This is awesome. Okay, this all plays into it. Diana says, okay, yeah, we're going to go out to eat. I go, well, I have to go pick up this fecal card, and I'll tell you what that is in a second. And then I have to go get a track workout in at the football field at Hudsonville. And she goes, no, you're not. And I'm like, fucking, yes, and I didn't say a word. I just looked at her, and because she's like, well, no, we're going to go out to eat. And I'm like, well, fuck, I got shit to do. And so then I didn't speak. And I looked at the Queen of the Forest, and Princess of the Forest, Jackie, is there too. And they're looking at me like I just cheated on Mom, because I said I need to go to the doctor and get the fecal card. And then I need to go get a track workout in. And the track workout's not long, just a few repeat half miles, no big deal. At 5K pace, that's that. And then she's like, oh, no, you're not going anywhere. And I'm like, and I wanted to say, yeah, fuck you. But I didn't speak. I just walked out the door, and then she follows me out. She goes, open the car door. And I don't know what the fuck was wrong with these women barking out orders at me like this, but I did not care for it one fucking bit. And I said, I'll call you. I'm wasting time because I'll call you from the road. So I did, and they're like, what's your problem? I go, I don't know. I just don't like people yelling at me. I don't like people telling me what to do like that. That's bullshit. Have a Coke and a smile and relax. When I get done, we can go. All right, great. Pause in that because I have not yet opened this. This is the unboxing of what's known as my fecal card. I was told by the kidney transplant people that I need to do this to determine whether or not I have blood in my stool. And it's like, Jesus, this is, how did you guys not order this ahead of time? Patient instructions. Caution, for accurate test results, read patient instructions completely before performing this test. For accurate test results, apply samples from bowel movements collected on 3 different days to the slide. Let me pause right there and open all this stuff up. This looks to be like some type of toilet tissue. And more than one piece of it. Okay, and it's not really soft toilet tissue. It's the kind you might have in like your school when you were a kid. Your fingers rip through it, you know? Okay, so 3 big pieces of that. I have 3 sticks. So you can only imagine what these are used for. I have something that looks like perhaps a container that it's, if I would separate these on the perforations and fold them a certain way, they would form like a container of some type. Kind of like when you order new checks and they send you like the little box and you fold it and you put your checks in there. I think that's what this is kind of like. It says Hemocult. Serial test for serial, like S-E-R. No, not serial. I can't. It's too small. Seral, S-E-R-A-L, test for routine screening for fecal occult blood. Ugh. Okay, so there's that. And then this bag. I shouldn't say a bag. Then this is an envelope. So I'm guessing that you shit on something and then you grab these sticks and you smear your poo-poo on something, and then you put it into these things, and then you put all your poo-poo into this envelope, and then you mail it. Boy, bummer if you're God knows what you touch if you're a mail person, because I'm going to send my poo-poo through the mail. Wow. Do not collect sample if blood is visible in your stool or urine, as in menstruation, active hemorrhoids, urinary tract infection. Call the doctor, it says. They like, do not pass go. Immediately call the doc if you can actually see it in there. For the most accurate test result, collect each stool sample before contact with the toilet bowl water. Oh, that'll be a trick. You may use the collection tissue provided or any other clean, dry container. Okay, so basically go and get one of the Tupperwares and then get into a low crouch, I guess, and cut loose. Is that what they're suggesting? I think that might be, they need to be very specific about this. Return completed slide to your doctor or laboratory no later than 10 days after your first sample collection. Protect the slides from the heat, light, and volatile chemicals like iodine, ammonia, bleach, and household cleaners. I can't imagine that would be a thing. Remove toilet bowl cleaners from toilet tank and flush twice before proceeding. What? Remove toilet bowl cleaners from toilet tank and flush twice before proceeding. Wait, why? You're not taking something out of the toilet, are you? I'm very confused. Drug guidelines for 7 days before and during the stool collection period. Avoid non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. I don't take those anyway. It says acetaminophen can be taken for 3 days before and during the stool collection period. Avoid vitamin C in excess of 250 milligrams a day from supplements. I don't take supplements. Diet guideline. For 3 days before and during stool collection period, avoid red meats. No problem these days. I'm really not eating any red meat. Eat a well-balanced diet, including fiber such as bran, cereals, fruits, and vegetables. No problem. I am doing that. Please talk to your doctor or pharmacist if you have any questions. All right. Okay. Yeah, there's some specifics about these slides. Fill in. Okay, God. Yeah, I think. Fill in sample collection date on section 1 before a BM. Flush toilet and allow to refill. Unfold flushable collection tissue and float it on the. Okay, now we're getting specific here. And float it on the surface of the water. Oh, this is tricky. You may also use any clean, dry container to collect your sample. I can't figure out what is more comedic for me. Would it be the towel floating on top of the water, that would be like a raft, okay? And then you go kerplunk right on top of that? Is that what they're suggesting? Or just do it right into the Tupperware and do it that way? Allow edges to stick to sides of bowl. With this paper thing, this seems tricky and complex. Let stool fall onto collection tissue. Collect sample before it contacts the toilet bowl water. Well, this is harder to do than a Rubik's Cube. There's no way in hell I would be successful, or anyone would. You're expecting somebody to have success by taking this, put it in the water, and then you're going to go kerplunk with a turd right on top. There's no way that's going to hold this. It's not like this is anything steady. It's just going to go straight down into the water, and then the sides are going to come up, and the water is going to go all in it, and it's going to ruin everything. And then you're down a day. I'm just going to get one of our Tupperware and just take a dump in it. That is the only way to do this appropriately, you know? I mean, if you want to have success with it, it doesn't sound like it's fun. It's pretty gross if you ask me. And then the question, will he reuse the Tupperware? Probably not. If I was single, I might. But, can you imagine if some of the turd leaches into the plastic? Oh, God, and people use that again. All right. Use one stick to collect a small sample. We'll just call it a poop smudge. Apply a thin smear covering. Box A, collect second sample from different part of... Okay, collect a second sample from a different part of the stool? So you're going to be like, one is one side and then the other side. Whoa, wow. I'm guessing you take one side of the stick, grab the turd, smear it, flip-a-roo on the stick, be careful, and then, that's how you do it. Do not flush stick. Well, thank you. I'm not an idiot. Close and secure front flap of section 1 by inserting it under the tab, store, or slide in this paper envelope until the next day. Important. This allows the sample to, quote, air dry. Do not place sampled slide in any moisture-proof material such as plastic bags. Do not store slide in fridge. All right. So that's it. Little collection has to happen. So, yeah, no big deal. I go get the collection thing, and then you send it in the mail. Then they take the results and they send it off to the folks at the lab. So I'm like, all right, I got to go do that. Dinah barks out orders at me, screams at me because I'm going to go get my workout in. And I'm like, you know what? I just don't like people yelling at me. Don't bark out an order at me. That's you're not going to get anywhere with me just yelling at me, for God's sake. So, all right, off we go. Get that done. Then we go out to eat at Brand's, do some Keno, which I'd never done that before, but it's like every 3 minutes another lottery. Had the what was it? The Traverse City salad, I think they call it, with some cherries in it and chicken. Good to go. Thank you, Kevin, for the dinner. And then get home, and now it's getting late, and I haven't yet done the P90X. It was a day for shoulders, buys, and tries. And I really want to keep this going. I don't want to slip. I want to keep the, momentum going on some type of physical fitness leading up to the kidney transplant whenever that happens, when I donate the kidney. But I know that is not a good idea for wanting to go to bed. You start to, work your ass off, and then you try to lay down, and it's like, oh, fuck, this isn't going to work out. So I do the workout, do the ab ripper X. Oh, God, it hurts so bad. And then pretty much take a shower and go to bed. Read some stories that you all sent in. Thank you very much. That I might talk about on the show. Start to get drowsy. I'm like, oh, perfect. Everything's going to work out. Put the phone down. My peepers start to close. I'm fading fast. And hey, Daisy. And then it's like somebody dumped caffeine into my body because, boom, wide awake. Like 10, 15 minutes after that. I mean, ridiculous. And worried about everything. I'll spare you all the details of the things that actually I was worried about. This is like a mini anxiety attack. You know how, like, on the side of your house and around your property, you'll have trees just grow for no reason? Maybe like a bird drops a seed and you pull, it's like a sucker, you pull it out of the ground because you don't want a tree there. There's one on the side of my house by the air conditioner that I haven't yet gotten rid of. And for some reason, I was tempted to get up out of bed. This is at like 11 o'clock at night. Go to the side of the house and get rid of that damn thing. It's like this big around. It's like half inch around now. It's growing pretty fast. And I'm concerned at this hour of the night that it's going to destroy the foundation of the house. This is how my brain works. I laid there for 2.5 hours. Zaniac Mike Ball knows this because he sent me some more stories to review, and I responded to one of them. And he wrote back, it was like 12:15 that I wrote back, and he wrote back, "What? Why are you up?" Oh my God, it was so terrible. There is nothing worse than laying with, and you don't know if you should get up and do something with your time, so you just shitty. It's just a fucking nightmare. Live and learn. Do not bust out the P90X at 9 o'clock at night. Yesterday, we also had more drama around this household. We talked at length. We have talked at length about the dynamic of when my daughter Jacqueline was seen on the FaceTime video when she called me and, hey, what are you doing? And I noticed that she's, she made the face you make when you're pushing out a turd. And she's like, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, oh yeah, I'm going poo. And I'm like, oh my God. And you're calling me? What are you doing? And now in the back of my head, I'm like, you shouldn't be pushing that hard. You obviously need to increase your fiber intake or water. So that's weird. And it's just strange that you're calling me. Seriously, this is really, really bad. And then as the conversation went on, I see her put an ice cream cone up to her face. She's eating an ice cream cone while she's taking a dump. Now, then as I busted her about it, she goes, oh, well, the dump hasn't actually started to happen yet. I'm like, oh. I go, this is just horrible. You all know, if you listened to the podcast earlier in the week, I addressed this with my father. I even had those two on at the same time of a conference call so he can tell her how disgusting this is. She drops the bomb. She deflects Jackie and says, Mom does it. Queen of the Forest does the same thing. I'm like, what? She does? Come on. Yeah, she eats cereal. So the idea that she'd be sitting there with a bowl of cereal, eating like Cocoa Puffs while she's taking a dump on the toilet, I think that's actually as bad or worse. What is going on with these sick fucking idiots? Holy shit. Okay. That's awful. I then also revealed to you the story about when I went into the airport at the Gerald R. Ford International, or the bathroom at the airport with a Quiznos sub in my mouth. I mean, that was bad too. I think that one actually might be the worst, but I at least admit it and know that it's disgusting. Jackie's defending her ice cream eating on the shitter. Diana flat out says, I did not do that. That came up again yesterday. And so it's Diana, it's Jackie, it's me, it's Justin, it's Madison, it's Kevin. We're all milling around the kitchen area. And Diana's like, no, I never did that. I have not done that. So I'm like, well, Jackie, you're just making shit up. And then Diana, oh my God, you won't believe what she said. She said, I brush my teeth. No! When I poo. Okay. Move over cereal eating. Dare I say, move over ice cream. Brushing your teeth while seated on the toilet, taking a dump. Of the three, what is the worst? Hey, Siri. Call Fuckface Nick.
Calling Fuckface Nick.
I need his thoughts on this. It's going to be loud. He drives the truck. You know. Patriot Nick.
Eric.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
How's it going over there in Maine?
Oh, not too bad. You got me on the day off.
Oh, yeah. Okay. By the way, what your child just celebrated a first birthday. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Is that a baby girl or a baby boy?
Baby girl.
Did you do the deal where you like set her in the high chair and put the cake in front of her and then she just goes crazy?
Well, actually, we don't do parties during the week because nobody can come. So we're going to the party this weekend. That's the plan, though.
Oh, yeah. You get a lot of great pictures, man. That's legendary.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
And
I love watching her smash her face into the cake.
Right. And then down the road, years down the road, when she meets Mr. Right, that you and Mrs. Patriot approve of, you like have those pictures available to like embarrass the hell out of her.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't know if you heard. What's the worst of these three? Eating cereal on the toilet, eating ice cream cone on the toilet, or brushing teeth on the toilet, all while taking a dump?
I'd say eating anything on the toilet. I mean, brushing teeth. You brush your teeth in the bathroom, do you not?
Yeah, but there's not nearby
There's
poop.
fecal matter floating in that room.
Yeah, there's not fecal matter actually in the air. Now, let's assume you're on the toilet. You take a mean, gnarly dump, and you can absolutely smell it in this scenario. Is the eating thing worse than the brushing teeth?
I don't know how anybody puts anything in their mouth at that point. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know it. It's basically these women eat shit in this household. That's what they're literally eating their own shit, Nick.
And at one point, you used to kiss both of them. So.
Yeah. I don't. I'm never kissing either of them ever again. It's like kissing their assholes, is what it is.
Eric's unknown ass eating.
It's like I'm eating my wife and daughter's ass on a daily basis. That's fucking horrible.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it, man. Enjoy the day off.
Yeah, you have a good one, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. See ya.
We'll see you.
See you, man. Uh-huh. And she actually, when she said it, she goes, yeah, fuck you. Well, she didn't say that. I don't eat cereal on the toilet when I'm pooping. I brush my teeth while I'm pooping on the toilet. And then we all go, wait a minute. That's not any better. That might be worse. Hey, Siri. Call Tacky.
Calling Tacky. Mobile.
She usually sleeps in. She better not. You know, these young people sleep so late in the day. It's embarrassing. You know, she's done with college. Daisy making an appearance in the podcast. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, guess what I'm talking about?
Again?
Well, guess.
I know.
Well, it's not you that's on the hot seat this time.
As Mom?
Well, yeah. I was telling everybody the revelation that she says, I don't eat cereal. I brush my teeth while I sit and poop. I'm having a hard time finding out what's worse. You eating the ice cream on the toilet while you poo or her brushing the teeth?
I think hers is worse because I wasn't going yet.
Yeah, you've said that. You've said that several times, that the poop was not actually leaving your body.
Yeah.
So then what's the point? Why did you even... Yeah, but you had planned on go. If it flew out of there, then what? You'd have just continued chowing on the ice cream like the animal that you are. What is going on with your phone? You're killing me. Stay in one place. What is your house a bomb shelter? How come I can't hear a word you're saying?
Can you hear me?
Barely. It keeps weirding out. What the hell?
I don't know.
Okay, so, all right, you weren't, but you have in the past.
I only had a little bit of history, so I just did it real quick.
All right, your phone's killing me.
You called me.
All right, I'm done. It's weird. And you called me. You actually called me. You were on the toilet with trying to poop, pushing out a turd, eating an ice cream cone, and then you FaceTime your father.
I wasn't. No.
Yeah, I think going forward, we need to not be taking a dump when we reach out to your father. I think that's a good start at this point.
Whatever.
All right, your phone's killing me. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. By the way, you ate poop. Okay. See you. There you go. All right. So that was the big highlight of the day. And as soon as that conversation started, I grabbed my phone, opened up the note taker, and started writing down what was the exact thing that I wrote down for this bit. Shit teeth brushing is what I wrote. And then they both go, "Are you going to talk about this on your podcast?" I go, "Well, yeah. That's what you lead with. If my wife is announcing to the world in a conversation where my daughter has already said that she likes to eat ice cream while she takes a dump, and you say, I don't eat cereal when I take a dump. I brush my teeth." I mean, the fact that there's shit in the air, it goes into her mouth, and then with the wet toothpaste-covered toothbrush, it mingles with that, and then she grinds shit into her tooth and gum. Inside of her mouth, it's going, "Oh, yeah, here comes some shit. This is great. We love this." That's what she's doing. She's grinding shit into her gums. So the next time she goes to the dentist, he's going to say, ma'am, have you been brushing your teeth with shit here? It looks like you've got actual shit in your mouth. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's almost like you took your toothbrush and you took a shit on it, and then you were like, yeah, okay, because that's what you're doing. What the fuck, man? The horrible, grotesque, disgusting open of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Hang on a second. Hey, Siri, call Mike Ball State.
Which one? Mike Z. Home or Mike McVeigh?
Neither. I told you I wanted you to call Mike Ball State. What the fuck? That's what he saved in my phone as. This dude's funny, by the way. All right. Now, the only way this isn't going to work out, because he's delivering Little Debbie right now. MB Distributing.
Eric Zane.
Are you listening to this nightmare?
I was for a minute, but some of us, got a job to do here, so.
Did you hear the part about Diana brushing her teeth while she's taking a dump?
Was that like cereal in one hand, toothbrush in the other, or did she put the cereal down to actually brush her teeth?
Well, she was accused of the cereal eating by my daughter, who eats ice cream while taking a crap. What a bunch of animals. And then she goes, no, I don't eat cereal. I mean, I've brushed my teeth when I've pooped. And I'm like, well, that's fucking worse. What are you, fucking nuts?
So you got some shit particles on your teeth when you're done. It's all good.
Exactly, Michael Ball. Exactly. So she's actually grinding the turd into her teeth, and I'm struggling with this, and so yeah, I wanted your take on it, and see what you thought about which one of these was the actual worst.
Yeah, you raised a bunch of, I don't know, how'd you raise these people? I mean, I thought you were better than that, man.
Well, I didn't raise my wife.
You a little too much credit.
I didn't raise my wife. Shit. I mean, I think that well, but then again, I've done this too. I mean, but I'm at least cognizant of aware and disgusted in myself. But they're not. They think it's like cool. I'm going to walk into the bathroom. They're going to be eating a turkey dinner in there.
You need to get her brother's opinion on this. I'm sure he would have a very well thought out opinion on this.
Yeah, you're right, man. I got to get No Filter Kevin in on this. That would be something. You're right. That's a great idea.
I'm sure he would have a very, very well laid out, it'd make a lot of sense.
The world according to No Filter Kevin. I love it. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, man. How's the foot? You going to be able to do paintball? The word on the street is that you're healing up okay.
It is looking good. It is looking very positive, and there could be some other celebrities coming too. So I'll let you know as we get closer. So
your whole family of non-eaters on the toilet. I'm happy to hear that.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Have fun delivering the Little Debbie. How's that new guy working out? I saw you had that one dude.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good, man.
Killing it.
He's doing good.
Are you hiring right now?
You need a job?
No. I mean, in case anybody needs a job, I can put you in touch with them.
You never know. Yeah, you got my number. If somebody needs something, have them give me a call.
All right, get out of here. Thank you.
Bye, man. See ya.
That'd be a delivery job where what you do is you get boxes and boxes of like Swiss rolls and honey buns, and you go into the places. And then you like stock the place. That's your job. Who knows? Maybe you need that. All right. The Open of the Eric Zane Show podcast brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Reach out to Mario at 231-332-6505. NMLS number 3035. Boy, is he and the crew over there proud of being a sponsor of this show with all of the fecal talk on today's catastrophe. Whether it's, something that you've done many times in the past, gotten a mortgage and you need another one. Yes, I am actually asking you to start with someone new, okay? At least try him out. Bang on his door and talk to him. 231-332-6505. See how he can make the mortgage process even more streamlined and simple for you. or if you're a first timer, this is tough because you think as a first time mortgage person who's never had one before, that first of all you're probably like, there's no way I can do it, or maybe you're like, oh God, I've got a bunch of dumb questions and I'm kind of sheepish about that. Yeah, Mario was in that spot too. You're like, oh, my credit is terrible. I just went through a divorce or a bankruptcy, or I don't know, I hit a cop car. It doesn't matter. He can make this process as easy as possible for you. 231-332-6505. If you are paying rent, you can get a mortgage. Going up north, head to Baldwin Ace Hardware, the kings of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. Thank you so much, Baldwin Ace Hardware, for being on board with this show. As you go up north and you're going to be working on some projects, whatever it may be, head to Baldwin Ace Hardware for all of that stuff. Paint, electrical supplies, tools, wood. Maybe you want to go fishing. They got a full pro shop there. Baldwin Ace Hardware in beautiful Baldwin, Michigan. They also sponsor the Queen of the Forest segments, but maybe not for long when they find out that she brushes her teeth with shit particles. You've seen Daisy in here wreaking havoc. That's brought to you by A&D Cleaning, Daisy the dog. If you want your home clean right, 616-550-3644. I just got a text from Denny Porter. He said, my wife is not going to clean your house ever because of the filth that you talk about in that home. Just kidding. 616-550-3644. Makes a great gift if you want to surprise the missus. Hire the folks at A&D Cleaning. Okay, this is where I stand on the mask thing as of right now. I've got a wealth of conflicting information everywhere I turn. I've got, yes, wear it. I've got no, don't wear it, or it doesn't help from like the same source. I actually have examples of the CDC saying masks are more effective or will be more effective than a vaccine. And then I have the same organization telling me that a mask is, you can only get coronavirus if you're around a person within 6 feet for 15 minutes. So, I mean, what the fuck is the point of the mask? I'm not going to be around anybody for that amount of time. But yet they still say wear the damn mask. So, I mean, that's the same source giving you that information. I choose to wear it just to be sure. And then I only worry about me and my family. That's where I'm at. If you asked me about this, 3-4 months ago, that my knee-jerk reaction would have been, wear your mask, wear your mask, wear your mask, don't be an asshole, wear your mask, don't be an asshole, wear your mask. But as time has passed, more information has been presented. I've changed my opinion to some degree. It's more personal than it is me outwardly condemning you because you choose not to wear one. I'll say this. If I'm walking through the store and I see a guy without mask, first of all, I don't fuck with him because he's probably pissed off because everybody's wearing a mask. And he's looking for somebody's ass to kick. So, who's not going to say shit to the guy not wearing a mask? This guy. I'm going to worry about me. And you better be damn sure that I'm not going to bust out my phone and go, hey, fuckface, you're not wearing a fucking mask. What the fuck is wrong with you, you piece of shit? You're an animal. I'm going to leave that guy or that lady alone, okay? I will not fuck with them. And I'm getting annoyed with people who do fuck with guy who doesn't want to wear a mask. Just leave him the fuck alone. In this audio, you got a couple in Florida, and they're stupid as shit, this man and woman team. You can just tell. And these fucking busybodies are, you actually have one busybody shooting video of these two, and these two are getting really upset because someone's in their face with a camera. And doing the I'm going to cancel you thing. And I'm like, I'm with the anti-maskers on this one. Fucking leave them alone, you fucking dick. And then on top of that, there's another asshole shooting video of the first asshole shooting the video. So it's just, and then, I mean, how is it that, and then you get these two anti-maskers are there, and they're all pissed off. And like I said, they're dumb as shit to begin with. And they start carrying on. This turns into a huge deal. And, you know, I've had it. I have had it with hammering the people who don't want to wear a mask. Just leave them alone and worry about you and quit being an asshole.
Are you fucking serious? Get security over here! Stop recording her now. Security! Stop fucking recording her. We're from fucking Washington. We don't have COVID.
You just came at me. You just rushed me. Can you get? She just rushed at me and she recording me.
All you hear, this is both voices are this couple. They're both not wearing masks, and they're trying to leave us alone. Come on.
Can you get her away from me? Not against the law.
It is
get
too.
away from me. Stop fucking recording me.
Wow, I got that one on.
Get the fuck away from me.
Stop recording us.
I was in this aisle.
Okay, we're getting food. We're trying to leave. Go that way. You called us the bitch and everything else. Go that way, cunt.
Oh boy, he drops a C word on her. This video is referring to these two as Ken and Karen. I don't think it is at all. I feel bad for these two. I really do.
I'm coming back to you. And now she's recording me.
We're trying to fucking
stop
leave.
Recording me.
Stop recording us.
Stop recording me.
Stop fucking goddamn recording my wife. It's against the law. I have a DVI. She has a DVI. It's against the fucking goddamn law. I was a female with the ring. Go that way. Stop recording us. It's against the fucking goddamn law. Stop fucking goddamn recording me.
So they're freaking out.
Wait. Go that way.
Finally, the Walmart lady shows up and is like, "All right, come on,
that way.
Break it up.
Yeah, go that way." I'll knock you the fuck out if you touch me. Can she go away?
And the chick who said, "I'll knock you the fuck out if you touch me," she would. This is the type of chick who, I mean, she's a load, and she's the type of woman who you can see every curve. She looks like remember that cartoon from the 70s and 80s, the hunka cheese guy. He was a piece of yellow cheese, and he had a fucking top hat with skinny arms, but his whole body was round. I mean, she looks like the hunka cheese guy, and she's got like this really tight shirt and this really short pair of shorts on, jean shorts, but they're really high cut, and she's got so much fat that you can't even see the denim. It's actually fupaing over onto all of the fabric. So and I think if she brought an arm back, she could really smash somebody's face in.
Can you get her to leave us alone? Get her to leave, please. No, get her to leave. She has orange in the orange. She will not leave me alone. She keeps coming next to me. I'll fuck her up. I will punch her up.
All right, a lot of noise. It ends with a lot of bullshit, but I think now we have gotten to this point where it's no longer cool. I don't think it ever should have been cool to just go up to these people and throw yourself into their lives that way. Just fucking leave them alone. You just, I think if they're that type of person who doesn't want to wear it, that gives you a good example of someone who you just don't want to be around. I mean, if you're worried about it, just take the long way around. By the way, at the store, we still it's more than ever prevalent. The whole idea of the aisleways in the store. Look, if the space inside of the store, the grocery store, is a square, and you have a long-ass aisle on one side and a long-ass aisle on the opposite side, on two sides of this square. Imagine you're looking down at the layout of the store. Long-ass aisle on one side, long-ass aisle straight on the other side. In between is all these short aisles for like cereal, frozen food, vegetables, and they go in between the two long aisles. Folks, The rules of the road apply. If you're on the long aisle, that's right of way. All those little aisles have stop signs at the end of them, asshole. So when you get to the end of the aisle, you know what you do, dick? You look left. You look right. If traffic's clear, you come on out. You know what you don't do? Get to the end and just out you go, okay? Now, thank God there are thoughtful and mindful shoppers like me who know that you are an asshole and that you are going to come flying out, okay? So I am very, very much, okay, as I travel 6 feet, I look down, no one, I go through. So it happens very quickly. More often than not, though, I see someone there, and then I know they're coming. Here comes this fat bitch. Motherfucker, she's not stopping. Out she comes. Damn it. How hard is it? And then you add into the mix, everybody's on edge, okay? Mix in anti-masker, mix in fat asshole who wants to put the cart in the middle while he looks. I mean, everybody's waiting for him. Come on, people. Just be aware that there are other people shopping. We can all do so much better if we just be a little bit more cognizant of the fucking rules of the road inside of the grocery store, for God's sake. All right. Baseball player Ardolis Chapman. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. I think this is a guy who can throw like 300 miles an hour. Really, great pitcher for the Yankees. And the guy you just heard on the show not long ago, Mike Ball, he sent me this. He goes, man, you're going to love this. What is it? Well, Chapman is thought to have shit his pants while on the mound. Imagine that. You're on the mound. You're doing this thing where you're throwing the ball 100 miles an hour. And you got to take a dump. Wow, that is rough. So the Facebook page, is it, Jomboy Media, Jomboi on Facebook, covered this exact thing and gathered evidence to try to find out if Ardolis Chapman either had to shit, did shit his pants, or at least gambled on a fart. And it had something. There's a lot of shit in the show today, by the way. It just dawned on me. It's a rather shit-covered show. Okay, this is John Boy Media's take on the whole Ardolis Chapman thing.
It's time for a little investigative journalism. Ardolis Chapman's on the mound for the Yankees in the ninth inning of a tie game.
I said Ardolis. I think I said that wrong. Hold on a second here.
It's time for a little investigative journalism. Ardolis Chapman's on the mound for the Yankees in the ninth inning of a tie game, trying to keep it exactly where it is. 1-1, hand it off to the bats, let them go do their thing. The first batter, he gets to pop up. Now you see him run off the mound kind of gingerly, kind of like, and Boone, and everyone sees that, so they walk out.
Manager of the team.
And they're like, what's wrong? Did you hurt yourself? Because every Yankee hurts themselves all the time. He looks at them with his hand up still, and he says, no, I'm good. And then he puts his glove over his mouth and says something, and Boone's like, all right, cool, I don't care about that at all. I'm leaving. And then he tells Gary, and it's a big old laugh, big old joke, just laughing, having a grand old time. Boone was asked about this in his post-game press conference, like, hey, what happened? Here's what Boone had to say.
He's fine. He's fine. Mother needs to call sometimes.
Oh. Okay. No follow-up.
My boy, Brian.
Yeah, no follow-up. No, fuck that. You need to ask, did he poop his pants? Or did he touch brown? Or did he touch cloth? Oh, my God. What? Gamble on a fart. Tell me.
Okay. No follow-up is great. So either he shit himself, gambled on a fart, lost. We've all been there. Or he has to shit so bad, has to shit so bad, has to shit so bad. You can see him still. He's like, oh, okay, let's just get this over with. 3-1 pitch to Stewart, strike right down the middle. So he's still got his stuff.
All right, this is a Hall of Fame performance right here. This guy does nothing else in baseball. He needs to go be entered into Cooperstown for performing under the utmost pressure, both mentally and butthole physically.
Maybe he's turtle-headed. Maybe that makes him pitch with more urgency. Now he's got 2 outs. He thinks that's a pop-up. He's like, good, get me just out of this game going.
Chapman, they clock it in at 130 miles an hour there. It's like he's powered by a shit that's trying to sneak out of his asshole.
Okay, I got to hang out. I got to come back. Finally gets another foul ball, 99. Then he freezes him with a slider in the zone. Usually Chapman stares at the opposing batter after he strikes them out. That's his signature thing. This game, he did this, and it's all right, I'm going to go shit now. All right, cool. That was fun and all, but I'm going to go shit because I almost shit my pants. You can even see him like a quick, what's up, Gary? See ya. And then he just books it. Just books it. He's gone. He doesn't hang out. He doesn't even say hi to Boone. Any of the coaches, they cut the camera here so we don't get to see it, but he runs straight down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Verdict is he did not shit himself on the pants. Just had to shit so bad.
All right, there you go. So, we've all been there. I mean, Jesus, if you're a person who hasn't actually done this ever, you just haven't lived long enough. But I've been on quite a roll lately. And I want to keep it that way. Things have been decent. There has been no issues for quite some time. This used to be a regular thing. Oh, my God. The absolute worst was, I mean, talk about, I was at a point of no return. And it was the idea of I was going to the hockey game. Not the idea, the story of I was going to the hockey game in Tennessee, and I'll never forget it because I was wearing white pants. And I've told this story many, many times before, but it's like, oh, yeah, a fart, no big deal, foot. And it wasn't even close. Nothing stopped it. And it was just like a horrible moment. The fact that I couldn't turn around and I'd have been late. I wouldn't have been able, I was fucked. Get all the way to the rink in Knoxville Civic Coliseum. I had this pullover on, a United Hockey League pullover, and it was like a warm-up almost, and I took it off and wrapped it around my waist and tied the arms. So it was hanging over my ass. And it's through my underwear and pants. It's a horrible scenario. I get into the rink. I go into the locker room. They have the showers there, and I actually, while the players are getting ready, players are walking by, seeing me scrubbing my actual asshole with my pant. I took one leg out of the pants, okay, and then kind of leaned over and washed my ass, and I realized I got to get rid of this underwear. So I take both legs out of the pants, throw the underwear in the garbage. I don't have pants. What do? Well, I need pants. I'll just put on the dirty pants. I put on the soiled pants with shit. You can see the shit. It's all the way through the white pants. So I'm like, all right, what do? I wash them as best I can, and it's horrible. And then put the thing back, the pullover back around my waist, and I go and do my job. I'll never forget this one guy who was the spotter in that booth in between the penalty boxes, him actually going, I've been smelling this all game. It just smells like shit. Has one of you been farting? It's like, oh, thank God he thinks it's a fart. I'm like, oh, no, I don't smell anything. Not a damn smell in the world. Fuck no. Oh, my God. Talk about, horrible, horrible nightmare. We'll never, ever forget that. Trouble on the beach in Wisconsin. That story is next. Blue Frost IT is a managed IT service provider for the Eric St. Show podcast. If your small or medium-sized business needs an IT department, you might be like, well, we can never afford that. You can. You can afford that. Reach out to Blue Frost IT. They can help you with all of the IT in your business. A lot of bigger companies have their own IT guys now. I mean, that's been a thing for forever. But that's kind of out of reach for small and medium-sized businesses. Well, what if you do it this way? It's not actually on the payroll or anything like that. Nobody's getting paid insurance or, parking. It's just you pay like a monthly fee for the expertise to come to your place to help you out whenever you get in the weeds, whatever. Maybe price out an entire new infrastructure of IT for your business. That's what you get when you hire Blue Frost IT. Please call them just to get an estimate. Reach out to them, 616-200-8550 for Blue Frost IT. Online at bluefrostit.com. They bring you the Periscope video on Twitter. Thank you to them. Kent County Health Department says, all right, it's time to get vaccinated, okay? Measles, mumps, rubella, pertussis, polio, for God's sake, whooping cough. These are all things that you do not want, nasty, nasty shit that you do not want your kids, your loved ones exposed to. What about a flu shot? 'Tis the season. One less thing to worry about. Get the flu shot, you don't get the flu. Yeah, that's bullshit, Zane. You get the flu shot, there's a chance you can get the flu. That is a myth. I thought that. I actually thought that. It wasn't until I got Nurse Mary in here. She goes, yeah, that's not true. That is bad information. Don't know where that came from. 100% not true. Get your vaccination at the Kent County Health Department for free or very little of a cost if you qualify. You need more info, accesskent.com/health or health, Metro Health, 616. What is their number again? Did I forget the number? 632-7100. You ever do that? You forget something that you say a million times over and over again? Kent County Health Department phone number. That was right. 616-632-7100. Yeah. No sleep till Brooklyn. I really think I am getting old because I don't require as much sleep. On those nights where I don't fall asleep, I don't really get drowsy during the day. Of course, I don't really give myself a chance to relax in any way, shape, or form. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm just really, really hyper these days. Prince Arming, how about this? Zane, I haven't gotten a lot of action on the ads. Yeah, oh yeah, how's it going now? Yeah, we're sold out. Well, make up your mind. What's up? Prince Arming, if you want to get your CPL, which is your concealed pistol license, you need to take this class with retired U.S. Army Major Steve Prince. A lot of people are getting their CPL these days because the world is a nutty place. So the last thing you want to be doing is be without a gun when something terrible happens. Just saw the story that was sent in some crazy guy, 29-year-old nut. I think it was in Adrian, Michigan. I don't know. Some part of Michigan. Just this week, pulls out a knife, stabs to death an 85-year-old man at Meijer, right out in front of Meijer. We don't know what precipitated this or what. But sure enough, there's a guy with a pistol who pulls it out and says, "Freeze! Stop! Stop!" He's a sheepdog, and he's pointing the pistol at the guy, and the guy stops. Well, meanwhile, people rush to the guy to help him who got stabbed. He ended up passing, so this maniac murdered him. Well, the good guy with the gun said, "You move, I'm going to blast you. I'm going to fucking shoot your head right off." And the guy didn't move. Cops came. So there you go. That's how it works. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that'll never happen to me. Really? You know that. Are you looking into your crystal ball of stupidity and you know everything that's going to happen to you in the future? Don't be a dumb dick. Get your pistol license, okay? The class is sold out for October 17th. The class after that is October 31. It's a Halloween event. It's a Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m. You're going to be in Holland Township, Michigan. After that class, you get your certification. You'll be a lighter in the pocket by $125. That's how much it costs. You don't need to own a gun. Just show up, give them your money, take the class. We'll worry about the rest later. And then you got a friend for life in Steve Prince. I'll tell you what, you get some great advice about what to buy, what works, what doesn't with this guy. He is awesome. Okay, so trouble on the beach in Racine, Wisconsin. Seems like every time that something weird happens, somebody finds something crazy on the beach, it's always this type of guy. This is some dude. If you get a look at him, he just looks to be like some type of weirdo mountain man. He's got a little Unabomber appearance to him, okay? And the first thing I thought was this guy did this as a brain was found on the beach. And they're like, well, wait a minute, what the hell? A completely intact brain was found on the beach. We're not sure if it was in Lake Michigan and it washed up, or some asshole had a brain wrapped in tinfoil and dropped it on the beach. Okay, local news doing coverage, talking to this guy who I think did the whole thing.
Curiosity got to me, so I popped it open, and it looked like a chicken breast, kind of.
Now and on an alarming discovery at a beach, and
you're like, what type of brain looks like a chicken breast? Well, okay, I guess if you first open it up and you see the, how there's the, how the brain is divided, you got one hemisphere and the other. I guess if you were looking at it, would look like, a split butterfly chicken breast. I guess. I wouldn't think that. I would think it was a brain the second I opened it up. I had an anatomy class in college that, I mean, shit, you were holding on to a human brain. They had all these different views of it. Like they had several bodies donated to science in the anatomy and physiology lab. And, you're actually holding a dude or a chick's brain and sticking your fingers in all the convolutions in there. And, oh, my God, here's a hypothalamus. And then there's another angle where they, cut it or view that they cut it in half, and you can look down at all the weirdo shit inside of it. It was really cool. I love that class.
Racine, a man unwraps tinfoil, find what looks like a brain. Our big story tonight at 9. We're going to start with a weird one. A brain found on the beach.
Okay, now there is evidence here that that points to somebody was going to eat this brain. Okay, I'm serious about that.
That's the question police in Racine are trying to figure out.
As Fox 6's Bill Miston explains, police hoping to not only figure out the what or the who, but the why as well.
Racine police are still trying to figure out if the brain that was found here along the beach at Samuel Myers Park is human or not. But for the man who found it, still hard to believe.
Right in this area.
Jimmy Senda says you never know what you'll find along the shoreline. Each morning, the construction worker takes a stroll on the beach.
Collecting sea glass and random stuff because I like to do artwork at home with the stuff that I find.
But what he found Tuesday morning...
Yeah, I'm sure it looks great, Jimmy.
I don't even know how to explain it. It didn't register as a human brain. I was just like, what is this?
Definitely out of the ordinary.
I came across the square package wrapped in aluminum foil, and around it had a pink rubber band. So curiosity got to me, so I popped it open, and it looked like a chicken breast, kind of. So I was like, it took a little bit for it to really, what was going on. It was a brain.
As well as some flowers and what appears to be paper with Mandarin characters.
All right.
Senda says he found...
Okay, flowers, weird. Okay, you're looking at it, and this foil, it's not like Reynolds wrap. It's a foil. I think this is a restaurant industry type of thing for a Chinese restaurant. The writing on the inside of the foil, as he said, is Mandarin. You see the characters of that alphabet. Somebody was going to eat that fucking thing. This comes from a Chinese restaurant. That's the Eric Zane investigation. We don't need it. No, it's not human. I would say it's not. There's no way. But you never know. I mean, you've heard about these wet markets. Hell, we look no further than the discussion about how the coronavirus got started. Apparently, it was from eating weirdo foods in that part of the world. So this would not surprise me at all if this was fucking somebody's lunch that they dropped off at the beach, like a cow brain or some shit.
Some city employees working nearby and asked them the same question.
And they're like, yeah, that's a brain.
Senda then called police.
And they said, yeah, it looks like a brain.
Senda, who normally walks the beaches farther north, it's been a while since he'd been to Myers Park. And on some level, he's glad he went.
Because there's a lot of kids and family that are down here.
Yeah.
And what happens if a kid would have found it?
Racine police telling Fox 6 that the brain isn't...
Yeah, they would have been grossed out, like you are.
...believed to be human, but are waiting
on...
You hear
that? They waited to the very end to say we believe the brain is not human.
Official confirmation from the Racine County Medical Examiner's Office.
Yeah.
In Racine. Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Jimmy's like, can I have that? I want to eat it. A brain found on the beach. Yeah, when that was discussed, I mean, it was kind of clickbaity because I was like, was this a person's brain? But I don't think so. I think that's a thing where people eat brain, which is just beyond fucked to me. I mean, if we're going around eating brain, well, we kind of deserve to get like something crazy, a virus like this, so that we can at least stop eating brain. Wouldn't that be nice? No more brain for me, please. As always, I want you to email the show, eric@ericzaneshow.com, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, discussions, anything at all. Reach out on the Green Clean Technologies inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com. Regarding earlier in the show, my fecal card that I have to do to determine that I have a strong health for the kidney transplant, the kidney donation. Tyler writes, you don't need to cut up your poop for the card. Just have Diana floss her teeth and wipe that on the slides. Well, Tyler, I love you, but that's such a fucked up joke because, I mean, it has to be my poop. So Diana wouldn't have my poop in her mouth. She would have her own poop. So I don't know if you thought that one through, but I give you an A for effort and an E for execution. Emailer Tim, hold on. Let me pre-read because they always suck. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not going to read what you wrote. It's shitty, and I'm sparing everybody your stupidity. Thanks for playing. You know I love you. I'll come see you and give you your hat, by the way. He gets a hat. I'll be delivering a hat to him. I hope to be done with this podcast by like 9:45 because that would be just a handful of minutes from right now because of the work that I have to do. And I don't know how I'm going to manage to do that. I have so much stuff to talk about. I do want to get this in, though. We are just a handful of days before I start reading and processing all of the emails that have been sent in for people who could use a brand new high-efficiency furnace installed 100% free from Joe Martinez and A&E Heating and Cooling. The idea was he just wants someone to have something new and nice who may be struggling. The only qualification for this, you're just having a tough time, and something like this would just be one less thing you have to worry about. That was the idea behind the whole thing. Joe came up with this all on his own. I had nothing to do with it. I'm simply telling you. If you would like to be thought of to be one of the people that we will read your story, please reach out, eric@ericzaneshow.com. If you've been struggling and you think that this is something that you would like to have a chance at being the recipient for, This is the HVAC scholarship program that what is what we're doing here essentially. Tell me your scenario, why it's been tough, and not everybody needs a brand new furnace, but if you're in this, you meet these criteria, things are tough, you could use a new furnace. By all means, spare no detail with me when you email eric@ericzaneshow.com. You can talk about your own personal scenario. I'll keep you anonymous. Or you can nominate someone who might fit this description. Okay? And in fact, since today is the 17th, and boy, when should we be done with this? Yeah, next Friday will be the last, was when I'll be starting to read the nominations privately. So you've got about a week to get this done. But, write me a lengthy email. Make me cry. Tell me what's up. And we'll see what happens. And there can unfortunately be only one that is a very, we have to decide. So that's not easy to do. Just know that with just one person being the recipient, there is a possibility, at least according to Joe, that he's going to do this again in the future. So I will keep all of those for future times that we do this. You don't have to write in more than once. And as always, thank you, A&E Heating and Cooling. If you are looking to get a tune-up for the times that we turning on the furnace very, very soon, stand by. Excuse me. Reach out to A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. All right. Very good. Sarah Honda Granville. They are on Kennewill right by 44th Street. If you need a new Honda, that's who you call. My friends over at Sarah Honda Granville. Yes. Either a brand new certified pre-owned or even a used car. You can get those at Sarah Honda. They have everything all on one a gigantic campus of Honda car goodness. Sarah Honda Granville. Go to their website, sarahhondagranville.com. Do mention my name if you are shopping or if you are buying. And that doesn't get you anything. It just lets them know that you listen to the show, and that helps me. So do me that favor and drop my name when you go to Sarah Honda Granville online at sarahhondagranville.com. And last but certainly not least, my friends, Shoreliner Striping. They do it all. They stripe parking lots. They stripe the inside of workplaces if you need that. They stripe athletic fields, paint the athletic fields. They also do parking lot sweeping at Shoreliners. You need more information for what they do, go to shorelinerstriping.com, a West Michigan-based business that goes far and wide, further than West Michigan. Bang on their door and see how far they will travel for you to get your parking lot painted. If you're a member, if you listen to the show and you drop my name, more often than not, they're going to drive the necessary distance. I can't talk anymore to get the job done. Thank you, Shoreliner Striping. All right, 2 stories to get in and 7 minutes to do it. Let's start with this whole deal about, first of all, Nancy Pelosi. I normally don't like saying her name, not because I hate her. I don't really give a shit. I know a lot of you people that are, because I've described myself as not too far right, not too far left. I'm somewhere in there, I guess. I don't know. But I don't hate anybody. But some of you people that are way on the right, you hate her. You despise her. But this is fucking terrible. This is just the worst. When the story starts out with a YouTube star, and I don't know if this guy's really a YouTube star, seems to be on YouTube making an asshole out of himself. He knows where she lives, apparently. Does she live in San Francisco? Is that where she lives? Yeah. And he walks up her driveway, and from across the street, you see the camera rolling. He has set up a camera, and he's kind of walking around, and what he's doing is he's getting ready to take a dump. And he then drops his pants and he squats like I'm going to have to when I squat into that Tupperware for the fecal card, and craps in her driveway. Now, I didn't watch it. I won't. He titled the video Poopalosi. Some of you morons are going to laugh at that. As of Sunday, had been viewed 19,000 times. If I'm watching a video or I see a video and I get the idea that a man is going to be taking a crap, I'm not going to watch that video. What type of sick animal watches that video? He identifies himself as Armando, does his thing. After walking out of the frame, he says that was for President Trump. You know, I almost I think Trump might even be served better if when he sees that at some point, either in a tweet or in some capacity, says, you know, the world is a sick fucking place, because he says whatever he wants anyway, so why not? He should even swear like this. I don't want to be associated with any sick son of a bitch who takes a dump on anybody's driveway, even if it's Nancy Pelosi, who I am 100% opposed to 100% of the time. Nobody deserves to get anybody to take a crap in their driveway. Nobody deserves to see that. I actually think he would be better served amongst his base and with undecided voters if he took a stand on crap, so to speak, like this. I really do. I mean, can you imagine if you're an undecided voter and you think you're going to vote for Trump, but you think you might vote for Biden, and he actually stands up at kind of a risk to himself and says, yeah, you know, I don't give a shit if he is a Trump supporter, and people who watch that think it's great and are supporters of me. I don't want anybody to vote for me who thinks that that's fun and right. Fuck you. My God. In a subsequent live stream, the guy writes, I'm going to need a lawyer. He claims that right after that, he was detained by police. There you go. It says, it was scary. They asked me about Kamala Harris and about how I joked on the stream that if she lived in San Francisco, I'd shit on her house too. They weren't effing playing, the guy says. And then, to make it even worse, he apologized. It's like, what? Like anybody's going to buy that. He later apologized, saying, he tweeted at Pelosi, I know you may not ever see this, but I want you to know I meant no foul harm yesterday when I did what I did. I'm not proud of it at all. Yes, you are. And I just would like you to know that. I have no ill will against you or anyone in elected officials' position. Yeah, you're fucking crazy. If I'm her, I go the extra mile to like get some black ops on his ass, and we don't hear from him ever again. My God. Jim Cramer is the guy, Mad Money, right? CNBC. I don't know shit about this guy. All I know is he's annoying as fuck. So, you know, if he's on CNBC, that's affiliated with MSNBC or NBC, right? So would he be a supporter of her? I don't know. I'm mixed up because I don't follow this shit. And, okay, I think he was trying to be tongue-in-cheek when he had Pelosi on for an interview on Tuesday. Turdsday. Can you imagine if I actually followed through and said Turdsday? On Tuesday. So you see Kramer on one side of the screen, Pelosi on the other, and then he says, where is it? Fuck. He says this.
I mean, what deal can we have, Crazy Nancy? I'm sorry, that was the president. I have such reverence for the office. I would never use that term, but it is hard.
But you just did.
Oh, come on.
But you just did.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The reverence I have for the office is so great.
I think they're pals. I think that he was making fun of Trump by saying that but whoever posted this took it out of context and tried to make him seem like an enemy to her. That's what I think. That's the way it appears to me. But then people started to hammer this guy after the tongue-in-cheek attempt to make a point about the harsh tone of the negotiations in Washington. Actually, this is part of his quote. This is what he had to say later on because everybody was killing the guy.
Earlier today, when I talked to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Squawk on the Street.
By the way, I hate the way this guy talks. The segment is called Squawk on the Street. And the way it comes out of his filthy fucking East Coast shit talk mouth is squawk on the street. Listen to this.
When I talked to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Squawk on the Street, I made a very stupid comment. It was a tongue-in-cheek attempt to make a point about the harsh tone of the negotiations in Washington, but I felt completely flat, and I apologize for that. As I said immediately after the comment, I want to make it clear that I have an incredible amount of respect for both the Speaker and, of course, the office she holds.
How does anybody who sounds that horrible, how do they have any acumen or success in the line of work of disseminating or producing content? Just hearing that alone is enough to make me cringe. And he's hideous to look at, too. He must be brilliant because that's just god-awful. Okay, I had, like I shared with you earlier, my knowledge of Cardi B is quite limited. She, of course, the creator, along with is it Megan Thee Stallion of the song WAP, spelled W-A-P. At about the time that this song is at its height. I mean, I don't really listen to the radio, but is this the type of song, WAP, that they bleep the shit out of it or have dropouts in the sound and actually play it on the radio? Are they actually playing the song WAP, W-A-P, on the radio right now? Because that, I think, would be the most surreal thing in the world, considering the fact that this is a song where she says repeatedly, wet ass pussy, over and over again. I think you got to be a very, very rare woman to actually say those words. Not all women like to talk like that. There are a handful of women that exist in the world that like to talk like that. And I don't want you to out yourselves on the live stream. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the women, a handful of them, do actually talk like that in the bedroom. I think it's a little off-putting, frankly. It's a little too much for me. I think I would be intimidated, and my already minute pecker would shrivel up, and I would not be able to perform if the Queen of the Forest started using that type of language. I'd be like, I don't know, this is a little too strong for me. I can't handle it. Well, she's getting divorced from some dude named Offset, who I had no idea who the fuck he is, but I see them in a happier time. She's got her meaty arms around his neck. Looks like she's about to put him in some type of chokehold. And so the story goes that they're getting a divorce. You know, when Brian wrote this, he wrote, apparently he can't handle the WAP. So this all unfolds, and then she has a lawyer, and the lawyer files the divorce paperwork, but apparently the lawyer sucks because she wanted a particular mood to be portrayed in the divorce. She apparently agreed with Offset to make it an amicable divorce, but the lawyer filed everything all fucked up. And so now, because of the aggressive tone, he's like, wait a minute, what is this all about? Because they have a child who goes by the name of Culture, spelled with a K. So you've got Cardi B, the writer and performer of the song Wet Ass Pussy, has filed for divorce from her estranged husband Offset, but is trying to play nice when it comes to raising the daughter Culture. Can you imagine, as the child grows, I don't know how old the kid is, the realization that her, I guess it's a her, I guess I don't know. that the child culture, the 2-year-old child culture, as a kid grows, it's going to be a time when the kid's 15 and is getting to know what, mom has done for a living in her body of work, knowing that her mother wrote a song called Wet Ass Pussy is just fucking horrible, man. When I was growing up, or when my kids were growing up and I was on the radio, being an asshole every day, I didn't want them listening to that shit. And so they were like, well, what do you do on the radio? And I used to tell them I was on the weather. I would do a weather report on the radio. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. And then they figured out as they got older what the fuck was up. But, I mean, I can't imagine, writing a song called Wet Ass Pussy, and then your kid grows up and says, hey, Mom, what was life like for you? Well, I wrote music. Oh, you wrote this song called, it says here, Wet WAP. What is that all about? And then listening to it, and the kid's like, what the fuck is this? Horrible. So, anyway. Cardi B is divorcing this dude, Offset. But she says she wants it to be friendly, and she's pissed because her lawyer filed documents that made it seem very contentious. And in the filing, the lawyer asked for legal custody and primary physical custody of Culture. So that is a sign, according to this article on TMZ, that Cardi B has issues with Offset's parenting, but we're told that is not the case. Sources connected to Cardi B and with direct knowledge tell TMZ Cardi did not know the lawyer was doing this. And now it's being said that she wants the dude, Offset, to have joint custody of the kid and is determined to have an amicable co-parenting situation. Well, that's great. I mean, what the hell? How the fuck that happened, though? I mean, she's got all the money in the world. How could there be a miscommunication with the lawyer? And when it comes to the filing, and how is he still the lawyer if on the first day that he makes the filing, he fucks the whole thing up? So apparently she's fixing that right now. Her divorce petition also says she wants... The divorce petition that was filed by the dumbass attorney says she wants child support. And then she's like, no, you fucking dummy. I'm rich as shit. I don't need any fucking money. Besides, nobody's heard of this asshole anyway. I wrote the song Wet Ass Pussy. You think I need any fucking money? Shit. I don't need a damn dime. I'm Cardi B, dumbass. It says... in the financial department, she's the bank of Cardi. Offset has yet to respond to the divorce petition. There you go. Well, kind of a weird time for Cardi B, Offset, and Little Culture. We hope for the best. Folks, I apologize. I'd like to go a little longer on the podcast, as you know, but duty calls. I need to take some fantastic customers of mine to the Grand Rapids Airport via limousine. So I will do that right now. So, folks, that is going to do it for the free Eric Zane Show podcast. Thank you for checking it out. If you could, subscribe on YouTube. Search Eric Zane Show. Subscribe to the page. Hit the bell notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Watch. Watch the ads, too. I get a handful of nickels for that. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. I need you to like that. Follow me on Twitter at Eric Zane Show. Instagram's brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Follow me on Instagram. And as always, download the free audio podcast and subscribe to it wherever you download podcasts. I appreciate your thoughts, concerns, questions, comments on the Green Clean Technologies inbox. Enjoy your day. Till next time. Bye-bye. Talk to you on the Patreon later on after I get back from work. See ya. Bye-bye.